Welcome back, tennis fans. It's hotting up in Doha on day 2, and we've had Naomi Osaka going through, getting her revenge on Caroline Garcia after her defeat to her in the first round of the Australian Open. Emma Raducanu, she crashes out in the first round here in Qatar, and of course, Iga Swiatek, the double champ, back-to-back. Can she do it 3 in a row? Well, she started this one pretty damn well. So let's start off with Naomi Osaka and her matchup against Caroline Garcia. This one was a straight sets win for Naomi Osaka, 7-5, 6-4. And it was one of those matches like at the Australian Open. It was a big serving contest. We know that that's what both of these ladies are all about, and it's about how effective they could be on the second serve. And both of them showed really great fight. Some of the rallies were pretty hard hitting, and they weren't even able to really run after some of the shots. We know Naomi Osaka sometimes gives up on a rally, but when they're this hard hitting, I can't really blame her. She attacked the second serve very well of Caroline Garcia, as did Garcia to Osaka as well. And it should be noted in this one that she came back from 3-5 in the first set, and then she never looked back. Yep, she has had tough draws, had tough losses, but her outlook on this comeback has been elite. Her first top 30 win as a mum, finding her way back. Definitely, and she definitely looked better than she did in Australia. Gradually getting back on the horse, as they say. And I thought she looked really good today. In my personal opinion, I thought the ground strokes were looking clean, crisp. She was moving Garcia around. And Garcia, not an easy person to play. When she's playing hard-hitting tennis, not many people can stand with her, as it was shown in the Australian Open, where Garcia did beat her comfortably. And it goes to show she's come on leaps and bounds since then, mentally, and now she looks like she's got a real desire to go on and hopefully go a little bit further in this tournament. She'll play Petra Martic next, and she'll fancy her chances, I'm sure, Naomi. I was impressed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How impressed were you? Do you think that it was a really good performance, or do you think it was still growing and can still get better? I mean, I think Caroline Garcia is a really good benchmark. Bear in mind she is number 21 in the world, but can be a top 10 player on her day. So I think Naomi Osaka, she's got to be proud of herself for this a big win. Good to get the revenge as well, beating somebody who's just beaten you recently. And I'm excited to see if she can go through another round. Martic next on the board. Let's move over to the other match that we're just going to speak about. This is Emma Raducanu. Really terrible start in this match, and I thought Kalinina played well, but it was also complemented by Raducanu not playing too well either. So many shots going into the net and long. It just wasn't clicking. There just was something just not right. 23 minutes passed and the first set was done and dusted with a bagel. She started to get going in that second set, and it was nip and tuck. I mean, it was maybe a little bit too little too late, I feel, because you see on the point by point here, she faced set points first, match points, and then she had her own. So unfortunately, she was unable to get it done in the tiebreak. It was a really long rally, and she was just outlasted. It felt like Kalinina was determined not to lose today, and she gets the scalp. I mean, is it really even a scalp these days? Raducanu at 262. We know that she has a higher level to bring, but when are we going to see it again? That's the question. I thought that the second set was encouraging, and I thought Kalinina actually played very well. I know that she's very good on her day. Sometimes starts the year quite strong as well. So a tough matchup, but Raducanu will be disappointed with this one. And she even said in her post-match interview that she said, I never really got into it. And I'd agree with her there. It looked like a struggle just to get a game on the board. and she was really fighting at the start of the second set just to get it on the board. And once she did, it was. I feel like Kalinina's, her level dropped a little bit as well. But she found the big shots when it mattered, and Raducanu couldn't quite handle the power, I don't think, of Kalinina in some of the rallies. Maybe it's just coming back from all this time off. It's going to take a little bit longer. Maybe she's being thrown in the deep end a little bit by being thrown into these big tournaments. Maybe she needs to drop down and start playing something a little less taxing to start herself back off. Maybe a 250, maybe even a challenger. I don't even mind seeing her go back to that type of level. I think it will only help her. Let's move on to the reigning defending champion. That's right, it is Iga Swiatek, and she absolutely blitzed Cirstea, and somebody who was playing really well. She probably would have beaten either of those in that last match, but she was up against Iga, and Iga with a 6-1, 6-1 victory. It was impressive, and Cirstea, she's got to think of herself unlucky she drew Iga. In that part of the draw, this was a second round match though. Some of the others were first round matches, but Iga with the bye through the first round. There were some close games, but this is what Iga does best. She will give you enough points to make you look good, but won't give you enough points to let you win games. And you have to win so many points within a game to win a game. And she will take you to a deuce. She won't think twice about fighting back from 40 love or 40-15 just to ensure that she can open the bakery. And double breadstick for Cirstea. Iga has got to be proud about this. I mean, in the next round, she will be playing the winner of Alexandrova and Andreeva. This is not Mira. This will be the other Andreeva, which is Erika Andreeva. I'm sure she'll fancy her chances against whoever it is. She's a hot favourite, and she's looking in amazing form to start the year. Is Iga, following her, well, say it's slightly disappointing Australian Open. Let's just have a quick look at this tweet as well. The tennis letter just saying that after beating her in Doha, they asked her, "It's hard to believe. You're just 22, right?" Iga said, "I think so. Just 22 years old, and today starting your 90th week as world number one." I mean, that's incredible. Iga said, "Honestly, I forget about it. People on my team kind of remind me of what I achieved. I sometimes forget. It's pretty crazy and hard to understand because I wasn't thinking when I was younger it would be possible for me. I'm really happy. I'm going to work hard to play well and enjoy this for a long time, hopefully." Yeah, and I don't see why not. She is playing some fantastic tennis. She looks very, very focused. She looks like she dashes around the court. She wants to hit every ball with as much power as possible. And there was some amazing winners flying off the racket of both players today in this match. But unfortunately, if Iga is on one of those days, you're just not going to beat her. That is what happens on the court if Iga plays her best tennis. I don't think there's anybody who can beat her, unfortunately. There are a few bogey players that people may say may be able to stop her, but will they even get to that point in the tournament? Obviously, in her section, she does have Yelena Ostapenko, somebody she's never beaten. That will be interesting to see how that one plays out. But let me know your thoughts about that Iga victory. How impressed were you with her? And let's just take a little look at some of the other results through this tournament as well. I'll bring them up on the screen. Any upsets? I mean, they've got Kalinina as an upset there. I mean, that probably would have been quite good money at threes there. Going down, we had Leylah Fernandez knocking out Samsonova. That was an underdog win for Fernandez. Brilliant to see her winning. Samsonova maybe just had maybe too long in the last tournament. Elise Mertens, she's pretty good here. She beats Peyton Stearns in straight sets. Badoza going through in 3. She's still on the comeback. Azarenka through in 3. Martic through in 3. Potapova through in straight sets against Trevisan. Linette through. Pavlyuchenkova knocking out Kasatkina. I did say in the preview I thought Kasatkina, after that deep run in the last tournament, that she may be susceptible to an early loss in this tournament, and it did prove to be. Kenin out to Boskova. Noskova through. Brilliant. Still continuing the good form. Well done to her. This one, a bit of a crazy shock here. Maybe just a bit too tired. I think she was on court for about, I don't even know how many hours. A crazy number of hours in the last tournament, Haddad Maia. And she's come here and looks like the gas tank is well and truly depleted. She goes out 6-1, 6-3 to Jin Wang. Didn't expect that. Thought Haddad Maia would have too much, but obviously she needs a bit of a rest. And this one, a bit of a shock as well. Kalinskaya, she was 6-2 up in the first, and then in the second set, she was so close, but so far, losing on a tiebreak in the end, and then losing the match. Pliskova beats her, and the last match, really strange, Vondrousova Minen. What a weird match this one was. 6-2 Vondrousova, then gets bageled in the second set by Minen, and then goes on to win the third. So Vondrousova, probably the right one to have gone through there, but a very, very strange second set there. How has that gone and happened? Let's have a look at the draw to see how it could all play out. As you could see here on the top section, we have Iga. She's either going to play Alexandrova or Andreeva. Ostapenko in this little section. They could meet in a couple of matches' time. We've also got a potential Ons Jabeur versus Osaka. That one could be tasty, should we get it. And we got Noskova versus Sakari. That's an interesting one. Could end up with Fernandez Kim Win-jeng. I would love to see that. And going down, obviously, we got Raducanu down here. She's already just coming off the back of winning the tournament. Will she be tired? I think she'll have enough in the tank, if I'm perfectly honest. And we will get to see Coco Gauff start off her campaign. All the best to her. But let me know your thoughts on today's matches. Which was your favourite one of the day? Tell me in the comments section. And which is the biggest shock for you? Raducanu going out straight sets. Iga breadsticking Cirstea twice. Or Naomi Osaka getting her revenge and back on the winning trail. I want to know your thoughts. Hit a like, subscribe, and I'll bring you the countdown. That is going to be coming up tomorrow, and make sure you join us for it.